All right, how you doing, Bumble Jeepers? It's Wednesday. It's after 6. Um, Gonna do a little tool review here. I finally got my Kobalt ratchet wrench set. Ordered way back on March 7th. I bought it on sale. You got 20 wrenches for, I think it was like 65, $68, something like that. I don't remember the exact prices. So finally called customer service. Hey, where's my order? I seen these. They were out of stock, then they were back in stock, then they were low stock in my local store, but the price was up quite a bit higher. I think they were like 98 bucks, all but $100 for this set, which is still a good deal, but the $68 was a much better deal. So talked to a really nice lady at customer service. She was confused. She looked everything up for me. Found out somehow or other the ball got dropped from my local store, and I wondered if I could just take the order number, have her email me something I could print out and go over to the store and pick them up. She said no, they were ordered online, they'll have to be delivered. She got the ball rolling again, dropped another 10% off the price, so I actually got them for like $54 for this set. And this is a 20-piece set. The two sets, if you buy these separately at Kobalt, they have, I think it's 8-piece in the standard and 8-piece in the metric. So you're getting more wrenches, and they're $60 for just that set individually. So this was a screaming deal at like $58 for this set. So was it worth the wait? Yeah. Now, these are the 90 tooth ratchets. What I like about them, I don't know if you can see it, I'll hold it up. There's a little arrow on either side that tells you which way, which I think is really cool. And of course they have the red-blue theme for the SAE is red, blue is metric, which is really nice. This SAE set goes from 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch. It starts 1/4 inch, 5/16, 11/32, which is kind of an odd one, but I'll take it. 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, and 3/4. Now, why did I get these? Because I already have my Pittsburgh Harbor Freight set. Now, just like this, the sizes are not all there. Now the metric side of it is kind of weird. My Pittsburgh Harbor Freight set goes on the metric side. It goes from, I think it's 8, 10, 11, 13, no. Yeah, it was, no, it wasn't 11. It was 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 19. Well, this one's even weirder, stranger, whatever you want to call it. Goes from 6, 8, 10, 12, so there's no 11, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have never in my life seen any set come with a 16 millimeter. It's, I've never actually found a 16 millimeter bolt or nut on anything, so I'm kind of puzzled. I would trade in the 16 and take a 19, but they didn't. That's not the way the set ran, so it is what it is. I got what I got. I got a screaming deal on it. I'm happy with the price. So this thing was a bear to unpackage, but I got it. So the nice thing about this, but I'm not going to use it. I don't like them because they're a little hard getting the wrenches in and out. And then you got this odd one. These come apart, so you have, you know, a storage solution already for your toolbox. And it's the same thing on this side. You pull that out, and you got your nice storage. It's okay, but why did they do this? This is for display purpose. Doesn't really work in my toolbox. So I'm going to be using the Pittsburgh Harbor Freight storage racks. They're nicer. And then I have extra sizes that I bought in gear wrench that didn't come with the Harbor Freight sets. I went all the way down to 7. I got the missing size, which I think was 11 or 12. And then I got an 8. So I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 19 on the metric side with the Harbor Freight. And on the SAE side, I'm missing some. So this is good. I lost them over the years, and I'll take responsibility. I lost them. It wasn't somebody that borrowed my tools and just didn't turn them back in or get them returned. But, you know, stuff happens. That's why they sell the loose ones. So one of these days I'd like to see a comprehensive set come out that goes all the way up to, in the metric side, like 22 or 24. Because these are nice wrenches, and when you get them in a set, the price is decent, even at the regular price. But when you want those larger sizes, and I already have a 19 in my Harbor Freight, which is good. But if you buy these separately, they're stupid expensive. I mean, to fill in this set separately, it probably cost me to get the 19, 21, 22, and 24 wrenches individually, and they have them loose at Lowe's, so they have them. They're, I think the cheapest one would be probably about $12 to $15, and you get up into the bigger ones, and you're looking at $25 for one. The 24, I think, is $24 or $25. But anyhow, I like them. They're really nice. I like the 90 tooth, which is a fine, because when you get in some places and you have very little swing, it's nice to have that nice tight ratchet. And the length on these is okay. And I wanted to mention on these, some places make them longer. Sorry about that. I keep leaning on this, and you're just clamped down. They're longer. This is a lifetime warranty. The thing you got to remember about ratchet wrenches, they're for speed. They're not for torque. They're not for busting something loose. If you got one that's super tight, this is going to be a little short to break it loose. Use a socket or use a non-ratcheting wrench. Like I have my old Williams Super Wrench, and they're a lot longer. You know, I don't have any metric ones, but my standard ones are a lot longer. And yeah, that's what the longer wrenches are for. Once you get it loose, then you can switch over to your ratchet wrench, and then it's made for speed. So that's why these are a little bit, I don't think these aren't any shorter than my Pittsburgh. But again, remember, ratchet wrenches are not made for busting bolts loose or nuts loose. These are made for speed. That's it. I mean, I've used them. Don't get me wrong, I've used them. And, you know, just normal tightness. These will work fine. But if you got something that's on there and you got to hit it with penetrating oil, this is not the wrench to use to bust it loose. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, so that's it for this. I do want to bring this back in. I did a short-ish, not short, who am I kidding? I did a review on this last week, and I'm going to do a follow-up. I've had an opportunity to use this. There's a piece of crap bucket truck sitting next to me. I had to do the drag link on it and the exhaust system from the catalytic converter back. And where it goes up over the axle, it's hard to see. So I use this. I worked on this truck off and on for it. Was working on it. I wasn't working on it, but I was 6 hours. Okay, 6 hours, and I use it again today. Another probably 2 hours, and that's the 700, and that's the 300. Now that's 400 lumens difference, and I'm not seeing it. Even 400 or 300 lumens underneath the truck when you're working on it. You know, I'm in a well lit area here, so but even still, you don't see in those dark places underneath. 300 lumens is sufficient. I mean, it's not super bright, but it's still plenty bright to do what you need to do. And just to show you, oh, it's down to 2 now. So down to 2 bars. So 6 hours Monday and another 2 hours today. 8 hours, and I had it on bright. I didn't have it on the low, and I still got 2 bars. Now, of course, this is the 4 amp hour battery, and they're having. I've had a couple of my viewers comment on the battery price increase on the Kobalt 24 volt batteries over there, and you know, I'm not happy. You're not happy. Nobody's happy about the price increase. Nobody's happy when the price on anything goes up. So. But they do have a good deal still on the 4 amp hours if you buy them 2 at a time. 99 bucks for 2. That's still a good deal because these were originally still $50 back before they bumped the price up. Now, if you're going to buy these 1 at a time, I wouldn't. Just, you know, I mean, unless that's all you can afford. I think there's 69 a piece, 59 or 69 a piece. So the $100 or the $99 for 2 of them is a good deal. So anyhow, that's all I got for you today. I am going to be doing some work on the Bumble Jeep, hopefully tomorrow, the weather permitting. I'm going to start getting the doors painted. And I still haven't made up my mind how I'm going to go with that. If I'm going to do them 1 at a time, 2 at a time, or all 4 at the same time. I'm going to do at least 1 at a time. Yeah, I know, 1 at a time. Yeah, so I got to pull the door off, and I want to see. The reason I say I don't know if I'm going to do 1 or 2 at a time. At the most, I'm going to do them 2 at a time. I can't tie the vehicle up long enough to do all 4 at the same time. But it depends on how easy the rear doors disassemble, because they will be stripped down. Glass is coming out, handles coming out, latches coming out. I don't know if the window crank, the window motor and that mechanism's coming out, but the weather stripping is coming out. The seals are coming out because I'm AR that way. I want things painted. So anyhow. That's coming up maybe tomorrow, depending on the weather. I want warm weather so the paint sets up. So if I have time at the end of the day, I can put the door or doors back on. And like I said, it'll depend on how easy the rear door disassembles. If the first one comes apart pretty easy, I'll probably do both of them at the same time. If it's a little bit of a bugger to tear it down, I'm going to do them 1 at a time. So there you go. So that's where we are today. Oh, sorry, I forgot to wear my mask. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you don't catch anything from this, but anyhow, that's it for today. Take care. God bless. Stay well.